What if someone you lost who had died returned? This episode of AFTERBUZZ TV is brought to you by the powerful and riveting new drama, Resurrection. You won't be able to stop watching or talking about it. Resurrection premiering on Sunday night, March 9th at 9/8 Central, only on ABC. You're not going to want to miss it.
Mr. Langston, did your son go missing, sir? I haven't. He's okay.
My son died 32 years ago.
What if someone you lost returned?
Daddy!
Honey, who is it?
Jacob. I'm coming home. The television series event begins.
You're not the only one, there's others.
Resurrection. Series premieres Sunday, March 9th on ABC.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Cougar Town After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Cougar Town After Show.
Hey there, Cougar Townians, Cougar Town's people, cul-de-sac crew, everyone across the nation and around the world. Hello, hello. It's the Cougar Town After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV.
What about the puppies?
What about the puppies?
We have to say hello to the puppies.
I'm going to say hello to all the puppies around the world. We're going to get to why in just a second.
All right.
We're doing Season 5, Episode 8, Mystery of Love. I am Matt Lieberman. Joining me on the panel, of course, fantastic and talented Miss Jenna Couture.
Hello.
Fantastic and talented Miss Chelsea Earlewine.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest.
Puppies!
Yes, Brule, the wonderful pooch of Jenna Couture's is here in studio with us.
He has the tiniest face I've ever seen.
That dog is so effing cute.
You can reach her at Brule Tweets.
Brule tweets?
No, you're kidding. Oh my gosh.
You
Okay,
shouldn't
no,
be
that's
kidding.
that wouldn't surprise me,
You shouldn't be
Jenna.
kidding. Have your dog tweet. Why wouldn't you have your dog tweet?
Why would you have your dog tweet is the real question.
I would only make a Twitter account for her so I could shout out to her on a regular.
Okay. Well, if you're watching the video, you can see a very, very cute pooch.
What kind of dog is it?
She is Chihuahua.
Oh,
She's
okay.
Chihuahua. Okay.
100%.
Oh, she just has the tiniest face.
I know, she's got a
So
face.
cute, isn't her
Hi.
face?
Oh,
Oh, so
what
cute.
are you
I
gotta
doing?
give her the money
What are you
shot over
doing?
here. Brule
We got to
over
talk
here.
about Cougar Town, folks.
Yeah, yes. It's
All right?
not the puppy.
It's not the
Town.
puppy show. This is not Puppy Town podcast. This is Cougar Town podcast. We had a great episode this week. We want to talk about it. Unfortunately, Virginia Reyna not joining us this week due to scheduling issues. She's not going to be able to be back this season. We miss her. We love her, and we wish her all the best.
We thank her for coming.
Yes. Now, tonight, as on all Cougar Town podcasts, we are drinking a very fine wine. We switched to white this week.
We did.
Not exactly
Changing it up.
I know, and they don't really drink.
They never have white wine on Cougar Town, which I don't get because they do live in Florida and it's really hot. And for me, I'm a seasonal.
You want a chilled white. It's
drinker,
like very, very nice on a hot day. But they don't. We do. No, we don't have to be the same. So this is a Fumé Blanc, a dry Sauvignon Blanc, vinted and bottled at the Robert Mondavi winery in Napa. It's really easy drinking.
It's dangerously easy.
Oh my God,
drink.
it's really wonderful.
Is there any left? Because I just could use a top
I feel
off.
like with white wine,
there's
it's
plenty.
more like conversational wine. I feel like red wine, if you're having red wine conversationally, it spikes a different
Yeah.
it's
atmosphere. It's
yeah,
different.
it's
It's like
more
it's
romantic.
red is a little sexier. Red strikes something different within the body.
Totally.
I feel like white is just like casual girl night gossip. Light. Red's a little heavier.
I know, but
someone's
it's
about to have sex.
or like it's a brunch wine, white wine. Now, before we jump into the episode, we're gonna throw it to two of our amazing hosts. Charlotte and Chloe are in the booth, and they want to tell us about ABC's amazing new show, Resurrection. Let's. Are they there?
Thanks, guys. Okay, Chloe, I've got a question for you. What if someone had died, someone like a grandmother, father, mother, someone you loved, suddenly returned?
Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do.
Right? How crazy is that concept? Well, there's a new show called Resurrection on ABC where residents who have passed away in a small town called Arcadia, Missouri, come back to life.
Wow. And how do they find the people?
Right? How insane. There's so many questions going through my brain right now. Well, it starts with 8-year-old Jacob. He reunites with his parents. They are totally confused and blown away since Jacob died in an accident 32 years ago.
Wow, that's so crazy. I have no idea what I would do if that happened to me. And does it just happen to Jacob's family, or?
No, it's not just Jacob. Soon after, a few more people begin returning and the mystery deepens. And it's like, there's so many questions. Are they the same person? Where did they come from? How do you fit back into a world where you left like so long
and
ago?
the world has been moving on, and you come back. That's insane.
Yeah, seriously, it's really powerful. It's a new drama you won't want to miss, and you won't be able to stop watching. You'll want to tell your friends all about it, right?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So are they like zombies and are aliens now, or no?
Nope. They come back exactly the same way the 8-year-old that died in the past comes back as an 8-year-old again. So he just totally comes back to life.
Incredible. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So when is it on?
Resurrection is, check it out. It's a new series premiering Sunday, March 9th at 9/8 Central on ABC. Not going to want to miss it.
Awesome. I'll definitely tune in. Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Hey, great. Well, thank you guys so much for giving us that information about that show. I'm really excited about it. I'm actually doing the AfterBuzz TV after show for it.
Oh, check you out. You're all
well,
over AfterBuzz.
I'm pretty impressive. I'm
you are.
kind of a big deal.
I can't believe you held that in after I told you how excited I was to watch it.
I know. Well, I pick my moments.
There you go.
I pick my moments. I pick my spots. So, tonight's Cougar Town, we had 3 great stories. I want to talk first, of course, about Jules and Grayson, Laurie and Travis. Or even before we get to that, we have our opening scene where Travis wants to buy Laurie a nice just because present.
And which I love. I think that's romantic. I think guys, you need to buy those just because presents.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just birthdays, Valentine's Day, and holidays. Like, you've got to have those random gifts.
I've heard so many strategies around that, where like guys will pick an arbitrary number, like every 36 days they give their wife or their girlfriend a random gift.
Really?
If you know any guys like that, please send them my way. I've never heard of a guy being that thoughtful.
I mean, like, there's like small things, but it's like they keep it on a schedule, so it always appears random.
But she doesn't know that it's every 36 days.
But she doesn't notice that it's every 36 days. Unless she was going crazy and like actually went through and like tracked down.
No girl would do that.
No one's going to do that.
No, who cares?
I might.
You would? Okay, well, they're not crazy. Attentive. Attentive and suspicious. Yeah, who's
suspicious of random gifts?
No,
though?
I'm not.
I wouldn't.
I'm suspicious of random gifts.
Why?
Because they're random. By their very nature, they're strange.
No, they're fantastic.
They're random.
No.
I do not want red roses on Valentine's Day. I want red roses on like March
tonight
7th
when I get
or some
home.
random day. Yeah, tonight.
See, I don't know why. Like my current girlfriend's the only person I've ever bought roses for. I've always been like, that's so cliche. I'm gonna be smarter than that. I build a lily bouquet myself.
Aww.
Build a lily bouquet myself.
That's pretty cute.
Asiatic lilies, white lilies, like all the different kinds, and it comes out looking just bomb.
Aww.
It's great.
Aww. See, that's romantic.
That is. I just want a sex coupon book.
A sex coupon book?
I've given those, but I feel like guys don't redeem them. They're just like, oh, this is cute, whatever.
Well,
Let's just have sex.
Wait, but like what are you looking for from them that they're not currently offering that you need a coupon for?
The sex.
Oh, they're just not giving it to you on the regular.
You just want to be able to bust it out and be like, give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
I got my boyfriend a sex bell.
A sex bell?
Yeah, so if either...
For you?
Well, no, either of us. So if either of us rings it, you have to have sex right then.
But that's impossible.
No, it's not.
No, maintaining an erection on zero preparation is actually quite difficult. Thank you very much.
It says Matt Lieberman.
Maybe for some people, Matt.
For all men, it is a feat of mental and physical strength.
Ooh, Matt is Matt, are you sure you're like young? Are you not a 60-year-old man?
No, I'm just saying, like, after a while, eventually you still haven't finished, and then you're just there, and eventually it just falls away until it comes back later because you're still like together. But
we're getting deep
into
this because
I know this is something we're gonna finish off air.
This episode is mystery of love, and
we're getting into the mystery of love.
Yes, we are.
So he wants to find the proper gift. Everyone's making fun of him. They're still a newbie couple, but now they're throwing this brunch. They're throwing this brunch for Jules and Grayson, of course, doesn't want to go. He's trying to use his nonverbal communication as part of their couple language.
Funny that he put it together that they would be like newbie couple, not do a good breakfast and wanted out.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't the company, it wasn't because they had to, it was because the food wasn't probably going to be good.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they're like, they don't know what they're doing yet. Well, it's too soon in the relationship to master a brunch.
And I know couples where it's like, man, they really have it together. They always host a good brunch. You have the war of the couples.
I absolutely hate cooking for people.
What?
I love it.
I love cooking for me and my boyfriend, but I don't like the pressure of like everyone's coming over and I have to play Susie Homemaker and my dishes have to match, and I'm really bad at that.
See, I'm like a huge ham, so I love cooking for other people and just being like, yeah, I made that. Oh yeah, it is so good. Oh, that's great.
Oh,
I'm so glad you liked
this
it
weekend, right?
Yeah. I love the attention. The Super Bowl is my favorite holiday because I will just take over someone's Super Bowl party and just do all the food. I don't have to watch the game. I don't have to do anything. I just get to cook and everyone gives me compliments and it's the best.
Except you hate it when we compliment you.
I get weird about compliments over random stuff. When it's food, I'm like, of course it's great.
I really like your hair today.
It's weird. It's weird of you to say that. We're on the air right now. I was just talking about my girlfriend. You were just talking about your boyfriend. You're giving me a compliment.
I can say to my friend that you look good.
So they go over to Laurie's place, and first of all, I don't remember if we've ever been to her place. It's gorgeous.
It is very
I
cute.
forgot how nice her place is.
Yeah.
How does she have that nice of a place?
I don't know.
She has that personality, though. Like, she's always really well put together. She had her hair in a bow, which Matt is going to do for me after we get out of the show.
Yes.
I am requesting
that
Jenna's hair looks exactly like Laurie's every episode. Like, as we're watching it, we need to be styling your hair in a bow.
Yes.
I would love that.
And I'm pretty sure Matt's going to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
Why is it always these
you're
hands?
the master. If you can cook,
true.
you could definitely put a bow in my hair.
Yep.
I mean, I've read that in all the books. If you can cook, you can definitely style hair. So they go over to this brunch, and Grayson brings a watermelon of all things because he's like, well, I don't want to embarrass them.
Oh, watermelons, like bringing a whole watermelon is the worst. Because,
Why?
Because then the host just has to deal with it. They have to cut it up. And...
It was a huge watermelon. Cut that thing in half.
I don't mind. If someone brought me a
watermelon. They have a melon scooper. They probably don't.
I don't have a melon scooper.
What? Okay, just because you can't make melon balls.
It's called a melon baller, by the way.
It's a melon baller.
Oh, excuse me.
No one's making melon balls out of a watermelon. First of all, a watermelon is one of the most nutrient-rich and delicious foods ever created.
70% water. How could it be nutrient-rich?
It's nutrient-rich because it's filled with vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D. That part I might be lying about.
Yeah, you're lying about that. And it's filled with seeds.
It's filled with seeds.
That's why it needs to be balled out.
Unless you get a seedless watermelon.
Melon baller. I can't believe I got called out.
Yeah, you did.
Baller.
The men are calling us out.
Yeah.
On things we should know.
I don't understand. Stephen Lemieux is our engineer. I don't understand. Why is there this gender warfare today?
I don't know. I guess they're just not satisfied.
They? Excuse me. Whoa.
They
now I'm back on the ladies' side. Wow.
Well, I meant they as in your co-hosts.
Oh, that's true.
The three of us girls.
Fine. Yeah, it's just us girls.
Brulee.
I was talking about Brulee, not you, Matt.
Get with it.
Okay. So Laurie throws open the door, or Travis throws open the door, and he's got beautiful mimosas already prepared. Which is orange juice and prosecco instead of champagne. And it's this wonderful brunch with pastries, with sour plum jam or rosemary plum jam or something.
Yeah, it was like a homemade jam.
Homemade jam from scratch. They have a beautiful creme brulee.
Yeah.
Travis even knows, the best time to pull a creme brulee and stop torching it. Like, it's really impressive to the point that, something's got to be going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, it seems like they hired a caterer.
Yeah.
And just had the caterer, scoot out the back door before they showed up.
What are you guys thinking about them as a couple? Because this is kind of the first episode that we've seen with them, heavy couples. I feel like both couples were couples heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, Jules and Grayson, because we don't really see a lot of romance. I mean, this was a romance theme. This would have been a good Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah,
or
that's
to play
true.
around then.
Yeah.
It was like a romance competition between the two couples.
It's true, though. So many couples have that. I'm lucky I'm single. I don't have to compete with other couples, but they have that, like, well, we want to have it like this. We want to be more put together.
It's interesting because, Travis is still so young. He's trying hard to support his girlfriend and to be there for her. I'm concerned that as time goes on and things get harder, as things get more difficult, he's not.
Once they have their baby that they haven't announced yet.
Well, even before that, when they have their first big fight, that he's not going to be able to handle it. He's not going to be able to hack it because he's too young.
Yeah,
and on some level, he's got to be like, well, I mean, look, yes, I'm in love with her, but like, is this what I want to be doing for the rest of my life?
But if they break up, it's going to just change the dynamic of the whole cul-de-sac crew. It's going to be weird.
Awkward. They're going to have to pick sides. That's a whole nother season.
I know,
we can't get into that.
It's
too heavy.
Give it to us.
I know it's difficult, but at the same time, I mean, if you're looking at it from a story perspective, there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah,
there.
that's true. I just think it's really creepy that Jules is in competition with her son.
I know why. Yeah, I agree.
I think that's very weird.
That definitely crossed my mind when I was like, why is she trying to outdo her son? This is so weird.
Yeah, and getting all kissy face in front of her son, trying to prove that they're more
putting
romantic.
the jam on her nose.
I think it's
her
weird.
hair lighting on fire. I feel like they were Cougar stretching this episode.
Yeah, I agree.
With the hair on fire and then the dancing, and then there was one more. It was like so many things were happening at once. It was like, whoa. This was just like.
Well, this is what Jules does all the time. She overcompensates. She tries way too hard, and then she ropes Grayson into, whatever she's got going on because he loves her so much. He says no, but he'll do it.
He's a good sport.
He's a good sport.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He's the husband that she needs. She needs someone who's going to give her enough rope to realize she's hanging herself and then help pull her back.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
He again has the best lines. I just love his part. Like he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a good guy.
Although I did like the line where she was like, "Honey, kiss the flower off my nose." Oh, it sounded like a honey bear thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
cute.
right up your alley, Jenna.
I want to know what Brule thinks about that.
Brule will lick the flower off your nose, Jenna.
Get licked to death.
I love this dog right now. This dog is everything I want from life. Oh my God.
I keep saying he. I don't know why. Sorry.
Because he looks like a he.
So allergic to it right now, though.
Oh, you are?
I am.
I thought it was just the wine, but your face is getting red and you're getting sniffly.
It's the dog. It's
are you
okay.
allergic to dogs?
We've only got like 20 minutes left. It's okay. I am allergic though. But I love small animals, so it's a whole thing. But
I have an
in any
allergy
case,
pill in my purse.
that would be amazing.
Okay.
Here's the thing, right? She's competing with her son's relationship, but you also have to look at it from they're in their 40s, they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
It's two entirely different styles of relationship and different styles of entertaining.
Yeah.
Travis and Laurie are reaching forward in age for this style of entertaining. Jules and Grayson are reaching backwards, trying to reclaim this kind of like over-the-top, lovey-dovey stuff, which doesn't mean as much in the long run as being there when things get tough.
Absolutely.
Well, also, though, Jules is an older couple, but they're still a newer couple. They're an
That's
older,
true. They are.
newer
It's not like they've
couple.
been married for 20
years. So I think
years.
she's getting in that phase of where we've been together a couple years, and maybe we're losing some of that, and she's trying to live through Grayson, or live through her son.
Travis. Yeah, I just think it's weird though to have that competition with your child. At any stage in your relationship, I think it's weird to be competing with your child's relationship.
So weird.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you get on Cougar Town, though.
That's what you get.
It's true. But ultimately, this brunch kind of drives Jules up the wall, and she has to come up with an even grander dinner, spending hundreds of dollars on truffles and a harp, and huge
lobster
and abalone,
and
she
I
makes
don't even
this
know what abalone is.
Abalone, if I recall, is like a type of sea sponge.
Oh my God, Matt is like a walking encyclopedia. He knows
That's not true. I'm totally wrong about the abalone.
But we don't know
what was
that, so we disagree with you.
Fine.
Like, wow, great.
Unless someone would like to comment differently.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
Well, yeah. Let's finish the story, and then I'm going to talk a bit about that in a big way. But yeah, abalone carpaccio. So she's slicing it super thin. It's still raw. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Frankly. And she did the whole thing in about 45 minutes while lighting several candelabras and opening a bottle of champagne, apparently. Yeah, she's determined to prove that she and Grayson can hack it in the relationship department when, she should just sit with her hubby and realize we love each other, even if it's not the showiest kind, even if we're not as outwardly sexy or whatever, just like in terms of how we interact with one another. Yeah, we like to lie down and just nap. That's great. You're in that time of your life.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go for
You're
it.
in Florida. You want to just cuddle with the watermelon.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would have gone home, sliced up that watermelon, had a whole bunch, crushed up like half of it so that I can make it into watermelon cocktails for the dinner.
Oh.
Then just had a long nap, ordered some nice food.
Watermelon coma.
Yeah.
Yes.
A watermelon coma, had a long nap, order some nice food for the guests, some appetizers, make, some a nice...
But did they really even need to have them over for dinner? They just had brunch together.
No, they didn't.
It didn't need to happen.
They didn't. They could do it at a later date.
Exactly.
I'm just saying that watermelon shouldn't have been wasted. It's
I
a
love
good
watermelon.
fruit. Then why were you knocking it not 10 minutes ago?
I'm just saying it's hard when it's that big to cut it.
Okay, fine.
Like
Get a
if you bring
smaller
it to
watermelon.
me in melon balls.
Yes, I
I'm
love
really
melon
happy.
balls.
I love melon balls.
What is it with you two and melon balls?
Melon
is that an
balls are
all-women
fun.
thing?
It's like
Yeah,
the perfect. It's
women
bite-
sometimes
it's
like
bite-sized,
balls.
It's fun. It's a fun texture in your mouth. It's a ball.
See?
I'm just saying.
I'm not touching any of that because apparently you
That's
guys
where
will.
we just
You guys
went.
will touch it for me.
It's the perfect size.
So there we are.
And then watermelon's fun to eat in general. So if you get it in a shapes. I'm just saying.
Shapes are fun. Okay.
So Jules ruins the dinner by
She
dropping
ruins the dinner. She
entire
drops the
seafood platter.
all over Grayson. His feet have clam juice in it. They're
Yeah.
never going to find all the clams, which means they're going to have just smell forever.
That is the worst.
I hate seafood.
Yep. $700 worth of scallops alone.
Where are they getting that when no one's working?
I know.
I'm-
When's the last time Jules has sold that?
That's fantasy
Yeah.
TV for you.
Exactly.
Stretching.
Stretching it. You have to imagine that Bobby is still paying her alimony, which, like, what is he paying her? He can't have
Pennies
much.
from Penny Can.
Pennies from Penny Can.
Yeah.
Every time he empties his penny can, he gives it to her.
Yeah.
But in any case, they find out that that Travis and Laurie, they pre-planned every beat
They were
of
kind
that
of
brunch.
faking that romantic
Fake it till you make it,
Yeah.
because they wanted to impress who they thought were the romantic couple. Aww.
Aw, for cute.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to talk really quickly about iTunes and
All right.
all the jazz. Don't skip. I know that you can skip. You're on iTunes. You're on the app. You can skip forward and avoid the plug. But guess what? If you stay, you get my never-ending love and affection. And isn't that the real prize here? Because here's the thing, folks. Here at AfterBuzz TV, we put out over 68 hours of free content a week. It's a crazy, staggering amount of content, and you get it for $0.00. It's a pretty great deal on your end. You know, we talk about Cougar Town not for our health. We do it because we love the show, and more importantly, we want to be able to inform and entertain all the people around the world who love the show as much as we do. And we love having a conversation with you. We love being able to come into your homes and affect your lives. I feel like, we've spent a lot of time together over these past 8 weeks, and I really appreciate it. All you have to do, go to iTunes, slap the show with a rating, give it a review. It only takes a second, and it really does mean the world for us. Not only does it light our day up to see a comment, to see a review, but it actively helps our position here at this network. Our bosses see it. They know that not only are we doing a good job, but the Cougar Town fan base is responding to what we're doing and appreciates it. It helps Cougar Town fans find this podcast more easily. And I guarantee it, if you give us these reviews, it will make our world a lot better, just as I feel like we maybe have made yours a little better. So I appreciate it.
Sentimental.
I know.
Cute.
We've just got like a lot of love on this episode.
I know.
Yeah.
It's all Brulee's fault, isn't it? Isn't it?
Oh, you're so
Isn't
cute, your
it?
little tiny
Isn't
face.
it? Isn't it? Oh, so cute. Oh.
Matt, we're live.
All right, fine. Steven. Okay. So we got two other stories. Ellie. And
Ellie and Tom bonding.
I know. We don't get to see a lot of
I
it.
gotta say, I'm weirded out by so much of Tom lately. I just feel like he's been around too much this season.
I don't know.
He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
He's fun.
I
He's
know, but
creepy
there's
fun.
so much heebie-jeebie there.
I know.
I'm gonna have to like side with Chelsea. There's so much heebie-jeebie.
Here's the thing. He's become a full member of this cast. Whether you like it or not, he's around. He lives on the cul-de-sac. He's going to be there, even in a small capacity.
He was there a lot.
Well, I mean...
Like, pretty much owned one of, like, the B stories.
I know. And he does that a lot. But you got to give him a chance. Okay?
Gotta take a chance.
Take a chance.
All
take a
right.
chance. Take a wish. Take a chance. And break away.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so anyway, now that your mic is off, we can get back to the storyline.
I'm tired of getting
Oh.
muted. Whenever Steven engineers one of my shows, I get muted. So Ellie, years ago, wrote a young adult novel.
Yeah, like a romance novel.
Yeah, like an epic novel like Twilight or The Hunger Games or Divergent. And in the yard sale from a couple weeks ago, Tom bought it and has subsequently just devoured
Well,
it.
he bought like a box or something, right?
Right.
And it was hidden in there.
He bought a box and it was
Only
in there
Tom.
and he read the whole thing and he just couldn't get enough of it, but there's no ending.
Yeah.
And he quickly realizes that that it was Ellie. The pen name was Jocelyn Bradshaw. I'm not sure where the Jocelyn comes from, but I feel like Carrie Bradshaw.
Sex
Right.
in the City.
Because she's, writing and whatever. But she writes this epic love story that takes place in the future, going back in time, and it's a three-way romance, much like The Hunger Games or Twilight. He wants an ending, and he brings her out of retirement if he brings her a panini and
Some wine.
Right, a silk wrap, or not a cashmere wrap, some
and
wine.
fills up her gas tank.
Yeah, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the ending that he wants.
He turns into like Kathy Bates from Misery.
He does.
Pretty much.
She calls
and,
him
like,
on it.
holds her hostage until she finishes the script.
Well, she outright asked him, she's like, are you going to hobble me if I can't get this right? And, if she had stayed there a little longer, it may have been.
I'm glad she didn't go with it when he's like, type faster, and he's like massaging her.
Yeah,
And so
she's like,
she
don't touch me.
Didn't let that go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
She was like, stop it.
That nearly got to the creep place.
I think she was very flattered, though, that he loved the script
Somebody
so
made-
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you write something, you think it's garbage, and then someone loves it, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So she writes it, ultimately the ending, not a ton of fun.
Nope.
She keeps trying to kill Xander. I'm like, Xander's the best character in this. And it's not true. And I loved in the title card this week, it said, if you want to option travelers, talk to our agent.
Yeah.
So-
Which we didn't get at first, and then we got it later.
Yeah, it's one of those great jokes that sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I still don't get. Oh,
Well, Travelers is the name
Is
of
the name
her
of the,
script.
the
Yeah.
novel. Mm-hmm. And if you want to option it and turn it into a massive franchise, you just got to call their agent.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Ultimately, she writes an ending. It's not great, but she moves on with her life. Tom, however, goes to his book club and has, after she fed it all to him, I guess somehow he reconstituted it all,
Yeah.
pieced it back together, and then read it with his book club.
Which isn't creepy at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to know what's going on in his intestines that he's able to, poop out actual paper and not gross poop. Anyway.
Okay, so that went bad.
It did.
Then we.
It went poorly. We see him at his book club, and he wants to reenact the pivotal prom scene. No one wants to play the Violet to his Xander, so he's going to play all the parts.
Yeah, he puts on a wig and lipstick.
Yeah.
And
Because he's Tom.
further creeps us out.
Yeah. I also loved seeing his life-size cul-de-sac, or his cul-de-sac model again.
I know they keep bringing that back.
I like that they bring it back.
You do?
It was a fun invention.
It adds to
But
his
it's
creep factor.
so creepy.
I like it.
You're right.
I personally believe before the end of the season, we're going to see someone else just in there playing with it and he's gonna come in there and be like, oh, I'm just bummed. That's gonna be one of the new places to go.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. Okay, so end of that story. Any other bits that stuck out to you guys?
No.
Nah, Tom's creepy.
Okay, Tom's creepy. Meanwhile, Ellie's husband, Andy, he wants to be fun daddy. Somehow,
Stan
we
for
saw
the second time.
Stan.
for the first time this season.
Second
time?
We saw him in the first one. Remember when we sent Freddy Krueger away?
Oh yeah, that's true. So for the first time since the
right.
season
Yeah,
opener, we see Stan. We've been begging for some Stan all season.
I'm sorry, Stan looks like Dexter's child. That
He
kid
looks like a
should've-
young Michael C. Hall.
He should have been on Dexter. I think they missed out on that. They missed out because he looks exactly.
Yeah, once you said that, that's all I could think about, and then Stan creeped me out.
Oh.
I was creeped out by
I
Stan.
like
Mini
Stan.
Dexter. He's like a mini Dexter.
Looks like he's capable of doing a lot of crazy
I
things.
don't agree. He is a normal
against one.
kid who loves fun and just wants to be a kid.
He
creeps me out.
He
Mini
steals
Dexter.
keys, and he has a great time stealing sandwiches and
Nobody
running away.
asked him.
All right.
Oh, I know. How funny is that? That's funny when you see parents doing things, making poor decisions like that, getting their kids involved.
I thought it was kind of genius though, because
It
they were
was.
on the beach and they couldn't find the keys, and they saw someone else's cooler of food that had gone swimming in the ocean, and they started eating the food out of it.
Right,
And
but they
now
started eating it at the cooler.
See, that was just
you
as they
take
should
it
have
and
taken
you
and
run.
walked away. Yeah, but I'm gonna start doing that. I'm not gonna take my own food to
That's
the beach. I'm just gonna
terrible.
find coolers of people who are swimming in the
You're
ocean.
a terrible influence
No
on our
way.
listeners. Yes.
I'm bad at making sandwiches, so I figure.
I mean,
someone else
granted,
has gotta be
I've
really
never
good at
made
it.
a hoagie of my very own.
Those hoagies looked really
They
good.
looked
They look
awesome.
delicious.
Yeah.
Like they got them at Witch.
Oh my god, I love Witch Witch.
I love Witch
I don't
Witch,
know
and those
Witch
look
Witch.
like
Witch
Witch
Witch-
sandwiches.
Witch Witch is the greatest. It's like Subway, but it's way better, and there's 50 different sandwiches.
What?
50
It's here in
million.
LA?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's-
Bread's better. Tastes like real bread.
It's the best.
It's-
But we're not doing the Witch Witch
Nope.
podcast.
No,
We're doing
we're
the
not.
Cougar Town podcast. Somehow, Ellie became fun mommy, even though she's the least fun person we know.
I think she's kind of fun.
She
You think
is kind
she's
of
fun?
fun.
I
and
do.
think
Like out
it's-
of everyone on the show, I would hang out with her.
What?
Absolutely.
But she's so mean.
No, she has the best lines though. She's not mean. She's just
outside of Grayson.
Cutting.
dry.
She's cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has I will be saying detergent to Brulee all night tonight, hoping to get a few licks.
Yay!
Yeah, that was the key word that got Stan to yell yay.
Say detergent.
Detergent.
Yay!
Oh my god, you kind of look like Mini Dexter.
Yay!
Mini Dexter.
Oh, I don't look like Mini Dexter. Okay. They want to be fun daddy. They wind up getting cooked like lobsters, and ultimately, Andy's son Stan respects him, wants him to read him a story.
And he calls him Fun Dad.
He calls him Fun Daddy.
Yeah, that's what he was going for.
That's what I love about Cougar Town. Always a happy ending on all fronts.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
Agreed. All right. It's time we move into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, folks. What are we thinking? What's going on? Are we still predicting Laurie Travis, baby?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, Team Baby.
Team baby?
I don't think so. I'm team breakup.
Team breakup.
I think they're breaking up.
Snap.
I do.
I am team they get in a big fight, but ultimately make it up and have to address their real relationship issues, but ultimately decide to stay together, even though they probably realize that they shouldn't.
Oh,
Wow.
so deep.
Very deep today.
I expect
Like
a lot
really
of my
deep.
The wine.
sitcoms. It's the wine. Yeah, it's make me very
Like
introspective.
really big and deep.
Okay, I'm not going to touch that at all. All
What are we
right.
talking about, Jenna?
Thank you all so much for listening to the podcast. We're going to be back next week. There's only 13 episodes this season, so we've only got
Can't even believe it.
5 left. I know.
Insane.
It's crazy. We have so few left. Jenna, where can the people find you?
I am on Twitter at JennaTimeTweets.
All right. And Chelsea?
At Chels Earlewine, that's EARLEWINE, on Twitter and Instagram.
Great. And you can find me on Twitter. And frankly, if you're listening to this podcast, why wouldn't you want to find me on Twitter? I mean, is that...
People
That's
join
just an
Twitter
insult.
to tweet with
Obviously.
me.
It's an insult if you don't want to find me on Twitter, because frankly, I'm amazing and you should really want to get to know me.
And he's very humble.
I'm very, very humble. Matt Lieberman, at Matt Lieberman, MattLieberman. You can also find me here on AfterBuzz TV, all over the place. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Almost Human. It got this show, Cougar Town, Justified, Lost Girl, Helix, Banshee. Got Resurrection coming up Sunday, March 9th, 9/8 Central. Check that out. It's going to be a real blast doing it with some great people. And yeah, folks, thank you all so much for joining us. We're going to be back next week.
Thanks, Brule, for coming on the show.
Thank you to Brule. You can find Brule nowhere because Brule Tweets doesn't exist. And see you next Tuesday. Good night.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.